Earlier this summer I started a project that needs to be finished and I still haven't finished it. Fall is here already and frost is soon going to be here, so I need to get this done ASAP. In this area right here, I'm trying to create a sort of a seating area, and I want to make it kind of like an oasis for us to come over here. This is, if I stand over on this side over here, you'll see that this whole area is kind of enclosed. It's very cozy in here. We have this flower bed over here that hopefully in the next few years I will be adding some more plants to it. And we also have the chicken coop and the chicken run on that side. And I have a small shade garden in that area over here, and hopefully in the future this whole area will be transformed into a shade garden. But as you can see, this whole area is sort of enclosed, it's cozy, and I want this feeling in here, and I just want to maximize on it because it's kind of isolated and it's the perfect space to create sort of an oasis in here. And on that side over there, I have the butterfly garden right there that in the future I will also be expanding and hopefully turning the entire hill into a butterfly garden. Wouldn't that be beautiful? I think that would be just lovely. And this year it's filling up. I have lots of plants that I added in there. I will be doing some adjustments next season, but what garden doesn't need adjustments every season? They all do. So right now this whole place looks like a mess, and we need to take care of it. We need to tackle it and get rid of all the things that need to be moved out of here. I also put my pots that I was needing to clean up over here, and I only finished a part of them, and I still have a whole bunch that I need to clean up and I haven't gotten to it yet. So we'll be moving these out of here so that we can actually, the main goal is to get the leaves out of here first. It's fall, so the leaves are falling, and of course filling the whole space in here, which is totally fine. I love fall. You know, look at all those colors, and hopefully this season we'll be able to see some beautiful colors with all the reds and the oranges and, you know, the New England perfect fall picture. But anyways, we're going to be cleaning this area. And then the next step we're going to be doing is taking some of this stuff right here. So what you see right here is stone dust, we call it over here. And it's very fine gravel. It's basically stone that has been crushed into tiny particles. And some of them are a little bigger than others. And you have some that is just basically like sand. And this, you use this under patios to provide a sturdy structure so the tiles do not sink in. So you put it in several layers and you compact each layer, and then you put the tiles over it. And I use this under the pool right there because I wanted the area to be stable under it so that the pool would not sink in on one side. And I compacted it after I put the pool down. And I thought this material is perfect for the future, because in the future I would love to level this somewhat and then install some patio tiles or some sort of type of stone in here that would make this kind of look beautiful. And I would love to have an arbor right here for the honeysuckle to climb on. Now that thing, the wind and the rain and all that keeps knocking it over. The string that I had it tied to the ground with just snapped, and I need to get something that's much stronger than that to tie it down to the ground. But the honeysuckle is doing amazing, and it has put on a lot of growth, and you can see the leaves are very lush and healthy, and it has grown even to over this trellis that we have created right here. And I have created this trellis just from some pieces of branches that I cut out from our pear tree, and it is beautiful. But you know, this is the unfortunate thing, is just that I'm not able to stake it well into the ground, but you can see it looks very beautiful if it was standing straight. And this one on that side I never actually finished, but it still looks beautiful. And I'm hoping that next season I'll be able to put an arbor in here. I think it would look really beautiful if we did that. Wouldn't that be just so beautiful to have somewhat of a sort of a metal arbor in here for the honeysuckle to climb on? And I would love to plant a clematis on this side and have them both meet with each other. And this honeysuckle is orange, and I think having a purple clematis on that side would just look beautiful if they are both blooming at the same time. This honeysuckle blooms in the spring, late spring, early summer, and we'll choose a clematis that will bloom around that time and maybe a little bit later, like a rebloomer. So anyways, and over here you can see I used some, what do you call them? This is the wood that you would use for building decks with. I forgot what its official name is, but this is wood that we had from our front deck from in front of our house, and I took it and I just laid it out here. I put down some mulch under it, and I use it as a path because what was happening is that when the kids would go into the pool, they drag with them all the yuckiness and from the dirt over here and the mulch, and they would bring it into the pool. So we would have a hose over here, would have a stool, and then they would walk on this and wash their feet on a stool and then get into the pool. Now all the things you see right here are also, there's some lawn clippings from the lawnmower because my husband mowed the lawn yesterday. But I usually come here and just blow all that stuff out anyways. Now this pool needs to be put out for the season, and it has a tear in it. I need to fix that. I haven't yet fixed it, and I need the shop vac to also just clean up all this and be able to put it away before the frost comes, because that would be bad. It might tear it. It is a vinyl pool. Now these kind of wobble, and I was thinking that maybe I need to nail some other pieces to the top of them to kind of hold them together. And yes, there's mulch under them, so it will kind of compact it, and it will also kind of change the layout every season. I'd probably have to put some more mulch under it, but I think for now it looks beautiful. I think so. And it's better than just having only mulch in there, and it just kind of adds a little bit of character in here. And I was thinking of actually extending this path into here, and let me turn around so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. I was thinking of extending it that way and out into that area, so that basically we would come from the house, and then it would be, we would go into here. And in the future I was hoping to have a brick path, but then I thought about it again, and I think having too much brick over here and right next to the bed would just make it hard for mowing, I think, and just for maintaining this area. So we're just going to leave it as it is, grass, and in the future I would put some brick stones over here to kind of create the path into this area. I'd love to put flagstones in here in the future, but those are expensive, so I think in the future we might just do the pavers. Those are a much cheaper option. And I don't know what we will be doing for furniture in here. I honestly haven't done any research on any of the patio furniture. I would love to find some good patio furniture on Facebook Marketplace. I think that would be the best place to find them at, because they're going to be so much cheaper than buying new furniture. But most of the furniture that I do find is just so far away from us, and it just makes it not possible for me to go and do it. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, but I would love to have some really beautiful furniture in here. And we already got a smokeless fire pit, and that is amazing. Even though I don't like the shape so much, I would have rather to have something that's kind of more, I don't know, have some sort of a structure to it, more like an, what's the word, like cast iron or something like that. But those also rust from the humidity and from the water, so you do have to protect them or put them away, and they're heavy. So that smokeless fire pit for now works really nice. Also, another option would be to build a fire pit ourselves and put it in here from stone, and just make sure to allow air to come in from the bottom to stop the smoke. But I'm not sure how would that be possible in this kind of a situation that we have over here. Anyways, so this is the plan for this area. I think I would like to have a picnic table in here also, because I think that would just make it nice for the kids and I to come over here and eat together during the day, and maybe do some school over here. I think that would be really nice when the weather is nice, of course, when it's not super cold or when it's windy or, or rainy. But when it's nice, it would be just nice to come over here and do that, and the kids would enjoy it. And also just having all the flowers around us and being able to see the hummingbirds, which the hummingbirds love this garden over there. Right now it looks like a mess because it does need some deadheading, but in the summer it was so lush and it looked so beautiful, and we were seeing tons of butterflies and hummingbirds in here. And I'm thinking I probably should add more annuals in there, but the zinnias around here in front of the pool were really nice, a really nice addition, because the butterflies love them so much. And this area that's behind me also, of course, is going to be filled with beautiful shrubs and flowers and annuals and all sorts of things. So it's going to be just a beautiful place in here for us to enjoy, and this is the goal. That's what I would love to create in here. So let me take you over to the pile that we need to tackle. I have a huge pile of this stone dust that I have to haul over here. So we have an old lawnmower that is also super loud and keeps turning off whenever we turn it on. If I turn it on and off often, it just drains the battery, and then I would have to recharge it or whatever. We did change the battery, but we also cleaned my husband cleaned the spark. Is that a spark plug? It's a thing basically that starts the battery. So he cleaned that. So it's working, but I haven't turned it on in a while, and I'm not sure if it's going to work today. So I don't want to mess with it. We're just going to use the wheelbarrow to haul this stone dust. And this is a pile right here. I have already taken out so much from it, and I was using that trailer right there, and I would hook it onto the lawnmower, and that made it so much easier in a way, but also in a way it was harder. Stone dust is super heavy, and I wasn't able to put tons in it, and even if I didn't put a lot in it, I'd had to shovel it back one shovel at a time after I have shoveled it already into the trailer. So I was only able to put only a small amount if I were to dump it, because it's just so heavy. Even if it hadn't rained, the stone dust is just super heavy. So this is why I'm going to use the wheelbarrow, because I put only a small amount in there, like about a quarter of the wheelbarrow. I fill it only about a quarter way, and then I take it and I dump it in there, and I use the rake to fix it. So that's what we're going to do right now. But actually before that, we're going to use a leaf blower to just clean up the area and remove all the pots, put them in a place where I can remember to clean them. Otherwise, out of sight, out of mind. And that's a chore that I need to do before winter comes. I'm using this Greenworks leaf blower to clean up this area. This makes the job so much easier. This can be as light or as heavy as you want it to be, and the reason why I say that is because it depends on what size battery you put in it. It's super powerful. I use it for everything, and I actually have to kind of tune it down a little bit so that it doesn't end up blowing the gravel with it if I'm blowing the leaves in an area where it has gravel. So over here there's some of this crushed stone that I would have to blow. So it has, if I bring it closer to you guys, it has, this is the power button right here, and then you can adjust the power level using this button right here. So you have 1, 2, and 3. This is the highest level, and it's pretty strong. You'll see, I'll operate it, but it is super powerful and I love it a lot. And I will put a link for it down in the description box below if you guys are interested in getting this for yourselves. And I have a coupon code for you, not for this one right here, but Grow Organic Peaceful Valley or groworganic.com is running a sale. It's a 20% sale, a 20% off sale, and I will leave the coupon code down here because I totally forgot it. I am an affiliate with them. You will be getting a good deal on on the products that you are purchasing from them because of this coupon code that I have. So hurry up and get it before it's too late. And again, I will leave the link for this leaf blower right here. This is a lifesaver. I use it so much for all sorts of things. So let's get all these leaves blown out of here. It's been a week since I last showed you this place, so let's turn the camera around and show you what it looks like right now. Ta-da! So I took the pool down, I cleaned it up, I took the tarp out, and I added a whole lot of the stone dust in here. I'm almost done. I still have a little bit left, but you can see it's looking pretty good so far. And the end goal is to get this whole area leveled. And I don't think I have enough of the stone dust to get the whole place leveled. And I'm going to have to finish this area, I'm thinking, next season, because what I would like to do is to put a retaining wall at this end over here and possibly that end as well, and right here. And I want to have it leveled, not completely, of course. You still have to have room for drainage, so you have to have a slight slope to it, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see the land is pretty sloped this way. So for us to actually be able to put down a table and chairs and all that stuff in here, it would have to be somewhat level. Now the pool area in there is pretty level. It's probably like, it has a 2-inch slope down this way. I think I would like to get it leveled a little bit more, and not completely, just to make sure that the water can still drain in this direction. But I think overall it is looking pretty good. I also cut down the sunflowers over here and up there, so this area is looking a little bit cleaner. And you can see it better from this direction over here. I think that's looking really good, and I'm super happy with it. And you can see over here for this trellis that I have made, it kept tipping over because the string that I had it tied down to the ground has just broke off, and it was constantly tipping over. So I used the weights that I was using to hold the pool cover, and I figured these work great for now, until hopefully next season I would love to get an arbor over here and have this honeysuckle climb on the arbor, and possibly have a clematis on this side over here. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress of this area. I took small steps every day to accomplish this goal over here. If you have an overwhelming project and you are doing it on your own, I suggest you also just take small steps every single day, and you will see the amazing progress that you'll be able to accomplish through just these small steps, if you just do it every day, and if the weather permits, of course. But I think sometimes we just tend to kind of make things a little larger than they appear and more overwhelming than they actually are. The saying goes, how do you eat an elephant? And it's one bite at a time. So this is how I try to do these large projects. Of course, I'm doing them by myself. I don't have large tools. I don't have bobcats and stuff like that to kind of get this area leveled or to move all the heavy stone dust. I was using just a wheelbarrow and a shovel. This is how I did it because I found that to be the easier method. I have a large trailer that hooks to the lawnmower, but unfortunately I cannot drive this inside the perimeter over here because it will crush the siding that I have over here on that's holding the stone dust in, and it will also destroy the trellises if I were to come in here, and I would just ruin the area basically. So I can't drive the trailer in here, and this is why I was using the wheelbarrow. Also, the wheelbarrow, I can just dump it easily, while the trailer, it gets super heavy and I can't dump it, and I would only have to fill it for a small amount. So with the wheelbarrow, I was actually filling it probably a quarter of the way full, and even that was heavy. This stuff is just super heavy. So I was trying to take it lightly, and I would do a few loads of it each day, and that's where it's at, right? I still have a little bit more and I'll be done, and I'm just excited about it. Also, don't forget, I will be leaving in a promo code that's 20% off your orders from groworganics.com, and I will leave that and the link also to the website down in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out, and I will also pin it in the comments section. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you are new here and you like these types of videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!